Hello, this is FB for SageFact.tv. I'm here to share my thoughts with you guys on the crypto space. Okay, I'm relatively new myself, and I'm hoping I'll be able to share with you my experiences so far. I think it's just gone past 2 years now, the time period I've been in crypto. Okay, so first things first. Okay, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just some dude on the internet trying to share his thoughts with you guys. Okay. My professional background, I do hold a couple of executive roles within the medical device technology, and my faculty is finance, business strategy, regulatory, and compliance. Okay. So I've got some knowledge that I think I might be able to share with you guys. I've got some transferable skills that I can share with I can bring to this space. And I'm hoping my tiny experience will be able to help some of you guys. Okay? Okay, let's get started. So as a newbie, where do you start? Okay. So I think you got to consider certain things first. Do you have any disposable income? After all expenses. By expenses, I'm talking about things like housing, accommodation. You might have a mortgage or you pay rent. What about food? Have you bought your food for the month? If you paid monthly, if you got another job on the side. Obviously, it's totally different if you're full-time in crypto. Okay, if you intend to be full-time in crypto. Anyway, so you need to make sure that you've got a disposable income that you can actually, invest in crypto. Okay, because in crypto you can lose everything just like that. Okay, it doesn't take time. You might put some money onto a coin or token or project by 8 a.m. in the morning. Come 6 p.m. you got nothing, zero, it's all gone. Okay, so be careful, guys. Okay, having said that, this is not financial advice. If you are seeking financial advice, please go consult someone who is qualified to give you financial advice. Okay. After considering whether you've got a disposable income or spare cash at the end of each period, if you paid weekly or monthly, what's next? Okay. One of the most important things I've actually discovered for the period I've been in crypto is you have to be careful who you follow. Okay. Sometimes we tend to follow people who tell us what we want to hear. But in crypto, you're on your own. Okay. If you follow the herd or follow group mentality, you are going to be losing all the time. Why? Because it's all about game theory, baby. Okay? The person sits next to you might be saying one thing, but they're actually doing something totally different. So be careful. That could be an influencer who you trust so much. Don't trust anybody with your cash. Okay? That's a sure way to lose your money. Okay? In fact, most of the trades I've carried out myself, I did the research myself, and they did quite well. Okay, the ones, as part of my learning process, the ones I followed influencers, I lost quite a bit. So again, that's proof. It's one thing someone saying, here's a 10x token, 10x project, 100x project, and then they turn around within the same video and tell you, do your own research. That's a conflicting message. You've told someone, here's something great. On the other hand, you go in and say, do your own research. Those things, as far as I'm concerned, they are not compatible. Okay? The next thing you want to learn as well in crypto is when there's a downturn, the charts are red. As humans, you run away from danger or you stop because it's a warning. Okay? Red, danger, danger. Okay? So, what do you do when you see a chart that's red? Okay, that's the best time to buy, not to sell. Okay. If anything, that's what the market wants you to do. The market wants you to be scared. You sell when it's red. You buy when it's green. In most cases, when you buy when it's green, it's probably at the top. It's at the peak of its, price range. So you want to be buying right at the bottom. So when the charts are red, this is how I've trained myself. I don't listen to people who tell me, close your computer, don't look at charts, go and do something else. That's distraction. You got to face up. Face up. You're old enough to be investing, so face up to what's going on in front of you. Look at that chart. Don't run away from it. Look at danger in the face. That's my approach. That way you're training your mind. This is normal. This is what I've chosen to do. Don't run away from it. Okay? Face it up. Face it directly. That's what I do. Now, I don't have any emotions when I look at red charts. Green charts, sell. It's probably approaching the peak. So you sell. Could be 100%, it could be 200%, it could be 500%. Okay? Sell. Profit is profit. After all, we're in this space to make money. So you sell when it's triggered some of your targets. If your target is 50% profit, sell if that's what you're after. Okay? But some of us, we came into crypto to make life-changing gains. 50% increase, in a day or a week. To most of us, that's a daily event. Crypto can lose 50%. Some of the altcoins we buy, 50% on a daily basis. Okay? So 50%, if you really want life-changing money, want to change your financial position long term, you want to accumulate generational wealth, these small percentages don't matter. In crypto space, that's Tuesday. That's Monday afternoon. Okay? Okay, what's next? Okay, the other thing you also need to consider is which exchanges you want to use. Okay? I will do some deep dives as we go. There are some exchanges I went for because they were easy to enroll or to subscribe to sign up. But going forward, I realized they make it easy for you to join. But if you want to move your assets off certain exchanges, they will try and put barriers for you not to take your money off the exchange. You might want to play around with DeFi, which is something I'll dive into later on in one of my deep dive videos coming up later. Okay? By the way, guys, don't forget to click subscribe and click that notification bell and like my videos as well. And comment, positive, negative. I'm a big boy, I'll take it. Okay? I'll take it, don't worry. Okay? Give it to me straight. Okay, so exchange is quite important. I'll cover that when I do one of my deep dives into exchanges to use when you are new to crypto. It's one thing listening to someone who's been in this space for a long time, recommending exchanges that work for them. That might not work for you. Okay? So you need to select an exchange that is easy to work with, that does not throw in barriers later on when you have already signed up. Because I take it some of you, okay, are looking at investing very small amounts of money. You don't have thousands, millions to invest, okay? So I'll be focusing mostly on you guys, the small guy. When we say the small guy, I mean you, okay? I'm not talking of someone who, when they talk of a 10x project, the threshold to enter that project could be 2,000. If you got $100, you cannot get into that project, okay? So I'm gonna try most of my content, where possible, I'll try and focus on the small guy. You got $10, you got $20, you got $50, you got $100. If you got millions, great. You can join these spaces or you can watch my videos because the content is supposed to address the needs of everybody, not just a select few or the ones with deep pockets. Okay. Right. So that's the other thing. The next thing though is do not follow people who promise you millionaire status within a very short period of time. That's impractical. Okay. If anything, that's a red flag. If someone says that to you, you are going to become a millionaire overnight, you may lose that status overnight as well. That is very real, okay? So be careful, okay? Yes, you can make some quick gains, but it's not about how much you make, it's how much you take off the table, okay? How easy is it? Is there realistic threshold for you to get into certain projects that are offering you those potential. Mind you, is potential. Anyone who is creating content promising these massive gains, majority of them, they don't know what they're talking about. Why am I saying that? We have had dips, through and through, and none of those people managed to identify that dip before it happened. If anything, some people will end up claiming, I mentioned it, okay, I can say something today, and it might become true, or it might be correct in 5 years' time, 6 months' time. But you cannot hide behind the fact that you're pretty much lying to people, that you know what's going on. No, you don't. If anything, what this shows is you probably got where you are by accident. Some people don't want to hear that, you see, that you were lucky. They don't want to hear that. Or I got here because I'm clever. No, you're not. Because if you were, you will back up your claims with substance. Gaining millions over the years does not make you smart. Okay? In fact, some of the smartest people in the world, they are not millionaires. Think about your science teacher, your chemistry teacher, okay? Math teacher. Some of them are whiz kids, professors. They're not millionaires. So don't ever believe anyone who says, look at me, I drive a Lambo, I drive a Bugatti, I drive a Ferrari, I'm rich and I'm smart. No, it's not. You're not smart, okay? You might have money, and if you got that cash, that pile of cash, that wealth, overnight, that might not last. There is a chance it might not last. Okay, so let's be careful, okay? Okay, so the other thing as well I want to highlight as well is when I go onto YouTube, there are certain individuals that are actually now having learned things, the tough way. There are certain influencers now I follow. Okay, there's a guy called Ben Cohen for Into the Cryptoverse. I like his technical analysis. I think he's up there with the best. There's another one called Andre Jack. Very nice guy. I learned quite a bit from him about investing in traditional markets. I've got some knowledge in that area as well, traditional markets. I've got some positions there. My portfolio is split between traditional stocks and crypto, okay? Percentages, I'm not sure, but yeah, it's split like that, okay? Yes, I learned a few things, especially dividend stocks. I ended up picking up a couple of dividend stocks myself about 12 months ago. And I think this year they started, a bit small, they started paying some dividends, okay? So that was something I picked up from him. There is another one called Mick Kevin. I don't know if that's his real name. I think it's just his stage name. Okay? For all the guys I'm highlighting, guys, I will link their details down below. Whilst you're down there, don't forget to click like and subscribe, and then hit that notification bell in case you miss some of my upcoming content. I promise you, it will improve. Okay? This is my first ever video on YouTube, but I will improve over time. One of the most important lessons I've learned for the short period I've been in crypto is you turn up, okay? And that is turning up, it's a concept, it's not a statement, okay? Turning up means if you want to do something, the first thing you do is actually get up and do it. That's turning up for me, okay? It's not turning up for a football match or event, okay? Even if you use the example of a football match or cricket, okay? If you don't turn up for that match, you lose, you forfeit it, okay? That's what you're trying to avoid, okay? In real life, in crypto, or in any other sphere of life, you want to achieve something, you turn up. Turning up means you get up and do it, okay? No one is going to come and spoon feed you. Exactly my point in crypto. People, if you want to learn, I'm learning myself. If you want to learn, you get up and do it. So you want to learn? Maybe you learn via books, you learn via watching YouTube videos, by following the right people, okay? Whilst you're down there, don't forget to click like and subscribe, and then hit that notification bell. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I don't want to run for too long. It's my first one. I want to hear what you think. How is the delivery, the background? I've got my studio next door. I've got my green screen and everything, so things will work out later on. For now, goodbye and stay safe. Thank you.